If you were the quiet child, the one who observed instead of talked, who sat at the edge of the room watching everyone else, people probably told you to speak up more, to be more outgoing, more fun, more normal. What nobody told you was this: that silence was not a flaw, it was a strategy. And the mind you built inside that silence, researchers are only now beginning to understand just how powerful it is. Psychologists studying introverted and highly sensitive children have found something that completely reframes what it means to grow up quietly. The brain doesn't just sit idle when a child is silent. It's processing, storing, building, a kind of inner architecture that most people never develop at all. Here are 7 signs that you were that child and what it reveals about who you are now. Sign 1. You remember things others forgot happened. You remember the exact words someone said 3 years ago. You remember the look on someone's face during a moment they've completely forgotten. This isn't just a good memory, it's what psychologists call deep encoding. When you weren't the one talking, you were the one absorbing. Every detail went in with unusual depth. Quiet children don't experience the world less, they experience it more. Sign 2. You find small talk genuinely exhausting, not because you're antisocial, but because your brain is calibrated for depth. Research on highly sensitive people, a concept developed by psychologist Elaine Aron, shows that some nervous systems are simply wired to process stimuli more thoroughly. Surface conversation feels like being handed a book and only being allowed to read the cover. You don't want to talk about the weather. You want to know what someone actually believes about their life. Sign 3. You have an unusually strong inner world. You've always had a rich life inside your own head. Ideas, questions, observations, whole conversations you'll never say out loud. As a child, this was how you entertained yourself when the external world felt too loud or too unpredictable. What you built there, that inner life, is actually the source of most of your creativity, problem-solving, and emotional intelligence. It was never emptiness, it was always construction. Sign 4. You are deeply uncomfortable with conflict, but excellent at resolving it. Here's something almost nobody talks about. Quiet children often become the people others turn to during a crisis, not despite their aversion to conflict, but because of it. When you grew up minimizing friction, you became fluent in de-escalation, in seeing all sides, in finding the thing everyone can actually agree on. You're not conflict avoidant, you're conflict intelligent. Sign 5. You feel the mood of a room the moment you walk in. Before a single word is spoken, you know. You can feel it in the air, whether something is wrong, whether someone is pretending to be okay, whether the energy in a space is off. This isn't mystical. This is the result of years of reading nonverbal signals instead of dominating the conversation. Your nervous system was trained to listen to the room. Most people walk into a space. You receive it. Sign 6. You struggled to ask for what you needed. And this one is important to sit with, because the same trait that made you observant, careful, and emotionally intelligent also made it hard to take up space for yourself. When you spend childhood watching and listening, you can accidentally learn to shrink, to wait, to make yourself small so others feel comfortable. Recognizing this isn't weakness. It's the beginning of understanding that your needs matter just as much as your ability to understand others. Sign 7. You think before you speak, and it's often misunderstood as hesitation. People have probably tried to rush you, finished your sentences, assumed the pause meant you had nothing to say. What was actually happening is that you were processing. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Personality found that reflective thinkers consistently demonstrate higher decision quality in complex situations. Your pause isn't doubt, it's precision. The world just moves too fast to notice the difference. Here's what's worth understanding about all of this. The quiet child didn't disappear. They grew up, and they became someone who listens when everyone else is talking, who notices what others overlook, who processes before reacting, and who, underneath all of that stillness, has one of the most active inner lives in the room. If this resonated with you, I want to ask you something in the comments. What's one thing you noticed as a child that everyone else around you completely missed? Write it below, because I genuinely believe the quiet observers in this world carry the most interesting stories. And if someone in your life is the quiet one in the room, share this with them. Sometimes the most important thing we can do for someone is show them what they thought was a flaw was actually a gift they never got to unwrap.